Have you ever wondered what it's like to live like royalty and to have millions of dollars at your disposal? Some people are living that royal life currently, and Sheikha Mahra, the Princess of Dubai, is one of them. If you're wondering what her life looks like, sit tight because we're going to answer all your questions about Sheikha Mahra's lavish lifestyle. Sheikha Mahra is a member of the Dubai prince's family. Her full name is Sheikha Mahra bint Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, and she is the daughter of Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum is an incredibly influential man and the Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates. He has had multiple wives in his life and is the father of around 30 children. Sheikha was born on the 12th of February 1994 in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Sheikha is one of her father's favorite children and enjoys a rich life because of that. And because she has such an attractive personality, she's also become one of the most prominent celebrities in Dubai right now. Imagine being a celebrity and a royal. Sounds like a pretty ideal life. Did you know that Sheikha was previously called Christina? Her father changed her name as she grew up since the name Christina didn't have Arab origins and wasn't an appropriate name for an Arab princess. But even though her family seems a little orthodox, Sheikha has been living a life full of all kinds of luxuries. Even though Arab royal families are generally conservative, Sheikha has pursued an expensive international education and is known to be a popular speaker in her country. Even as a child, she was extremely competitive and loved horse riding, a skill she learned from her father. She started horse riding when she was at the Oxford Nursery School in the United Kingdom. Just like Sheikha, her mother also had a love for learning and was pursuing her education abroad. But after her mother graduated from the Oxford Aviation College, Sheikha relocated to Athens, Greece, where she continued her education and training in equestrian sports, before finally moving to Dubai, where her father lived in 2009. She pursued her undergraduate education from Zayed University in UAE, where she was a business graduate. This is probably because Sheikha was invested in the work her father did and wanted to follow in his corporate footsteps. And that's exactly what she did after she graduated. After pursuing higher studies from other countries, Sheikha came back to the UAE and is currently working with her father on Dubai's development. Even though people don't know much about her academic record, it's clear that the Arab princess is street smart. She likes to get a piece of the action and is an ambitious businesswoman. Like her father, Sheikha has also made her name as a horse lover and is a major figure in international thoroughbred horse racing and breeding. Did you know that the Prime Minister of UAE owns Darley Stud, the biggest horse breeding operation in the world? This organization has farms in the United States, Ireland, England, and Australia, and is probably one of Sheikha's favorites. She has personally bought 11 horses, which cost her millions of dollars. And one of the most expensive horses that she managed to get her hands on cost her a whopping $3.6 million. But she doesn't just spend money on buying horses, she spends millions of dollars taking care of them too. It was reported that the princess spent up to $4 million to take care of her horses each year. She only gets the best food and maintenance for them. But horses aren't her only passion. Sheikha likes all kinds of expensive things. She enjoys traveling to the West and is often seen on expensive shopping sprees in foreign countries. She even owns real estate abroad. To top all of that, her father owns assets that are reportedly worth more than $14 billion. And like all of his other children, Sheikha is going to get a share of her father's money when he dies. So she also has a billion-dollar inheritance waiting for her. A great thing about having a dad who's a prime minister and loves real estate is that you get to own a lot of land of your own. Sheikha not only has a share in many properties owned by her dad, but she also gets free maintenance. This is because land that is owned by the head of state is managed as an asset of the state in the UAE. This means taxpayer money is used to maintain Sheikha's properties in the country. This is also because there's a blurred line between the assets of the government of Dubai and those of the ruling family. Another reason why Sheikha owns a ton of real estate is that her father oversees a lot of development and real estate projects in the country. This means she also gets direct exposure to real estate opportunities and often invests money in profitable ventures. You might not believe this, but Sheikha's father helped launch several government-owned enterprises, including Emirates Airline, DP World, and the Jumeirah Group, and the famous Burj Al Arab Hotel. He has also managed the construction of Burj Khalifa, which is currently the tallest building in the world. This is why his daughter also gets a share of the good real estate and gets to own tons of property of her own. Sheikha has also spent a considerable amount of money on her private house. She reportedly bought that house for $120 million and spent some more money refurbishing it for her use. And even though she has a grand family home where her father lives, Sheikha likes to spend most of her time in her own house. You might not believe this, but Princess Sheikha has a love for all kinds of expensive cars. She likes collecting them and is sometimes seen driving around in them too. One of her favorite purchases is the Grand La Ferrari, which she reportedly bought for a whopping $2.1 million. The car has a sleek silver exterior and can achieve a speed of 350 kilometers per hour. She also owns a McLaren P1, which she spent $1.15 million on. Like the La Ferrari, this car also has a silver and black exterior and can achieve a top speed of 350 kilometers per hour. She also owns an iconic pink Rolls-Royce Phantom, which reportedly cost her a whopping $450,000. This car is all about luxury. And if these weren't enough, Sheikha also owns a Mercedes AMG G63 that cost her $147,500 at the time, and a Bugatti Chiron that cost her around $3 million when she purchased it some years ago. But cars and houses aren't the only luxury items that Sheikha owns. She also has the most wondrous wardrobe full of expensive clothes. One of her favorite dresses is by designer Tiffany & Co. The dress is a deep maroon and costs her around $80,000. Sheikha also owns a ton of expensive designer bags. After all, a princess is incomplete without her Chanel bags. Some of the most notable bags in her collection are from Hilda Palladino. She owns multiple designs from various collections. But Sheikha always had her eyes on that particular bag and got her hands on it as soon as she could. She also owns a Chanel Diamond Forever Classic bag that cost her around $261,000. The bag is a designer masterpiece and is the stuff of dreams. Other assets that Sheikha can potentially own in the future include her dad's yacht, Dubai. Dubai is 162 meters long and was the world's third largest yacht in 2014, since it had the capacity for up to 115 people, which includes a large personal crew too. The Sheikh of Dubai also owns real estate in the United Kingdom worth more than 100 million British pounds, which is something Sheikha can get her hands on too. She has a lot of options to choose from since her father owns more than 100,000 acres of land in the United Kingdom. But her life seems pretty comfortable right now, so she probably isn't thinking about more real estate opportunities.